watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.
With more than 60 brands and products in the Cox Automotive portfolio, it can be a bit confusing to navigate all of the names and solutions, so Cox Automotive is evolving to better connect their brands for you. On today's show, we're joined by the Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer at Cox Automotive, Mr. Ken Kraft, to learn more. So Ken, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you having me.
Sure. So let's first and foremost, why is Cox Automotive rethinking its brands portfolio?
Well, it's been 7 years since Cox Automotive was created, and we began to go to market as a house of brands, which I think was the right decision at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, I mean, a lot has changed in the last 7 years. Customers' expectations have changed, the competitive landscape's changed, and in many ways, Cox Automotive has changed. And as you know, our vision at Cox Automotive is to transform the way the world buys, sells, owns, and uses vehicles. And we've grown exponentially over the past 7 years in pursuit of that vision. And I think you also would agree with me that it's no surprise that our industry is facing significant change, and it's just becoming more complex. And our clients are looking for partners with end-to-end solutions to help them achieve their goals now and in the future. So we embarked on this initiative by conducting extensive research with our customers to better understand what their expectations were from their partners. And we talked to hundreds of our customers, including franchise dealers, independents, enterprise dealers, OEMs. And at a high level, Jim, what we heard was that our clients were looking really for four things. They were looking for solutions, not individual point products. They prefer to engage with fewer sales and support resources. They're looking for a more seamless customer experience across the customer journey, especially on the service and support side.
Sure.
And interestingly enough, they prefer to purchase from a single brand. And at Cox Automotive, we pride ourselves on really listening to our customers, which caused us to kind of relook at how we go to market with our brands.
Sure, sure. How is this new focused brand architecture coming to life?
Well, as you alluded to, I mean, we've streamlined our portfolio of 60 plus marks representing brands and products and capabilities down to 13 powerhouse go-to-market brands. They're all leaders in their space with a robust set of industry-leading products and capabilities that will ladder up to those go-to-market brands. We've created a more cohesive, harmonized look using consistent icons and typography. And each of our go-to-market brands retain a recognizable icon that I say kind of pays homage to the legacy of those brands, because a lot of them have significant equity in the marketplace. Most of the brands will also now be endorsed by Cox Automotive, which visually connects the brands to the larger Cox Automotive portfolio. And one thing that I wanted to mention, Jim, is that this body of work is really focused on our B2B brands. Our two powerhouse consumer brands, Auto Trader and Kelley Blue Book, are not going to be touched by this. In fact, we're actually using those as anchors for some of the key decisions that we've made for the entire portfolio, including leveraging their color palette. We'll be using the Auto Trader orange and the Kelley Blue Book blue.
Very well known. You've been now, Ken, at Cox Automotive as the marketing chief for nearly 3 years. What have been your observations? What have they been about in terms of the opportunities out there and the challenges for Cox Automotive from a marketing perspective? And how does this work to reflect that?
Yeah, and I know that marketing is near and dear to your heart, as it is to mine. You know, honestly, Jim, I think we could do a better job from a marketing perspective in storytelling. And the story that we need to do a better job of telling is the fact that we provide our customers with a connected ecosystem of solutions across the entire automotive ecosystem, and that we're making it easier and more seamless for our customers to do business with us. And this brand work begins to lay the foundation for that and supports many of the changes that we're making inside of our business to bring that to life.
Is Cox Automotive eliminating any brands or downsizing in any way? Is this a structural change or just a marketing shift?
Great question. I've gotten that question quite a bit. No, we are not eliminating any specific brands, but we are certainly elevating and focusing our efforts to fewer brands. The strategy behind the work is to concentrate equity in our most powerful brands, again, all leaders in their space, to better connect those brands to Cox Automotive, and to simplify and focus our go-to-market messages for our customers and for the industry at large.
What's been the feedback so far from clients and customers, from employees? What about brands that are being de-emphasized?
I would say that all of the feedback that we've gotten has been really positive. We've been working on this effort for several months and been very intentional because I think, as you know, brand work can be filled with emotion. And we tried to take a very inclusive approach in rethinking our brands. Many of them have been around for a long, long time and have, as I stated, very strong equity in the marketplace. But by staying focused on our clients' needs, and also including our team along the journey, we really were able to take emotion out of the equation and really base a lot of our decisions on what our customers' expectations and needs are. And by doing that, everybody at Cox Automotive is super excited about our new approach. And we're actually starting to hear now from our clients as well. And the positive feedback has been overwhelming.
That's great. That's fantastic. You're clearly connecting this effort to NADA. Tell me a bit more about your plans there. Why connect this to NADA?
Well, I mean, as you know, it is the most important event in our industry.
Yeah.
And this idea of a connected ecosystem will permeate our presence at NADA in February. And the brand architecture evolution is an important piece of the message that we'll be delivering to our customers. As I alluded to before, Cox Automotive really is truly where it all connects, which speaks to both our size and scope, and ultimately our ability to serve a full range of customer needs. So while you're already starting to see the marks appear online on our priority websites, NADA truly is the launching pad for this new concept of Cox Automotive as a trusted partner that can help customers connect all the dots.
Sure.
We'll continue to refine our brand architecture over time, making additional modifications as needed. But NADA will be where we have our big unveiling of the new brand approach.
Yeah, in the Cox Village right there that you can't miss.
In the
right?
Cox Village, yeah,
That's
all
right.
28,000 square feet of it.
Wow. How do you think this new brand alignment architecture will help Cox Automotive succeed in the future? How important is this?
Well, as I alluded to earlier, Cox Automotive has been transforming our business in meaningful ways to really improve the customer experience. And that's really what's most important. Some of the changes that we're making in our business, we're integrating our sales and our performance management teams. We're consolidating our service and support teams to provide a single front door to Cox Automotive across our retail solutions, including a new single 800 number for all of our solutions. We're developing new products and solutions that bring together the powerful capabilities of our portfolio, Retail 360 Deal, Upside, Private Seller Exchange are a couple of examples of that. The bottom line is that our business is evolving to meet the needs of our customers, and the brand work simply supports the transformation that we're making. Our overall goal with this effort is just to more clearly communicate the breadth and depth of Cox Automotive and to simplify how we're presenting ourselves to the market.
Fantastic. Changing gears a little bit before we close out the segment with you today, and thank you for all the time you've given us. What is your take on 2024 as a whole? Do you think we'll do pretty well in the business, or?
Yeah, I do. I think we are optimistic about 2024. 2023 has been a very strong year for our industry. We expect that to continue in 2024. It doesn't mean that there aren't headwinds and challenges in the business, but we're very optimistic for 2024 and for the industry overall.
That's great. That's great. Ken Kraft, Executive Vice President, Chief Marketing Officer at Cox Automotive. Thank you so much for your insights today. I know that our dealer viewers will get a lot out of your visit, so thank you so much.
Well, again, I really appreciate the opportunity to to share with you how we're reimagining the brands at Cox Automotive.
Thanks for watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.